Hi, Oldies. Thank you for being here. I am not Katrina, clearly, but I'm Corey, and I'm happy to be subbing your class today and being your guide of sorts. I was thinking we can start in Katrina fashion by lying down on our back, beginning to just settle into our time that we've dedicated to ourselves, the space we dedicate for ourselves. Let's take a collective inhale together and a big collective exhale. Some of you I know, some of you I don't, but I am within the 300-hour YTT program, and we go deeper into the philosophy behind yoga. A couple weekends ago, was being guided through mantras, mudras, and malas with Lisa. And she taught us the Purna mantra. Probably have heard it in one of her classes that she sings, and potentially even Katrina as well. But the Purna mantra is from the Upanishads, a classic Indian spirituality book. While I'm not here to teach you this mantra by any means, this mantra has very much brought into my life the feeling of being complete, and that I don't need anybody or anything else in this world to give me that kind of feeling. And I've not really had that feeling until I've worked with this Purna mantra. So as we move today, it'll be about an hour-long song of sorts. I found this pretty song that will sing us the Purna mantra in Sanskrit, the vibrational language that can be medicine for us on a cellular level. This mantra is going to be singing the meaning that there is fullness within and there is fullness without. From fullness comes fullness, and from my depths the fullness arises. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And so often we move through life believing that we need to become more in order to be worthy. That's what this mantra is teaching me. And we tell ourselves that I'll be enough when I'm stronger, when I'm more successful, when I lose the weight, when someone chooses me, I finally get it all together. But the wisdom of this Purna mantra offers a different perspective. It reminds us that our true nature is never lacking. Beneath that self-doubt, fears, comparisons, and conditioning is something that has always been complete, full, Our yoga practice doesn't make us whole. It helps us remember that we already are. Let's try not to fix ourselves, but simply peel back the layers that have made us forget our own fullness, our own wholeness, our own completeness. Every breath, every posture, every moment of stillness is this opportunity to return to that truth. Does it mean that we stop growing? We continue to learn, heal, and evolve, but not because we are broken. We grow because it's an expression of our wholeness, not a search for it. Just this last weekend, it was the longest celebration. To be truthful, it's the first time I've heard of this celebration. The celebration of the first harvest, and nature becomes full and it's producing what we've been nourishing, those seeds that we've planted in the ground. But you are not a puzzle that is missing pieces. You are already Tirana, whole, complete, and enough. Let's take another big breath in. Take a big breath out. Let's go ahead and stretch our arms long up overhead, full body stretch. And I offer banana pose, bringing your hands to the top right corner of your mat, crossing your feet, bringing them over to the bottom right corner of your mat. One more breath in this crescent moon shape or banana shape. And on your next inhale, come back through center. Banana shape yourself to the other corner. Top left to bottom left. One more big breath in. On your next inhale, come back through center. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a full body hug. Rock back and forth, side to side. Massage your kidneys. Just a gentle awakening, telling our body, telling our nervous system ever so gently and kindly that we're going to be moving. And now, if comfortable for your spine, you find that this will allow rock and roll front to back, slowly gaining enough momentum so you come up to a comfortable seated position. In your comfortable seat, draw your spine long, shoulders down away from your ears, have them hug your ribs. Arms come down beside you, touch the ground, and on your inhale, lift them up towards the sky. Have them meet overhead, draw them down your center line, have them meet in front of your heart center. Take this moment to set your intention for practice. Maybe it's something along the lines of the essence of this Purna mantra. It doesn't have to be complicated. Something like, I am whole, I am complete, I am full. And to complete opening our practice as a group, let's do one round of Om together. Let's take a big inhale together. Big exhale. Inhale for Om. Thank you. Now on your next inhale, draw your arms long up overhead again. And on your exhale, a gentle twist to the right. Left hand to your right knee. Your right hand kickstands behind you. Gentle gaze over your right shoulder. On your your next inhale, both hands come back up overhead and a gentle twist to the left. Right hand to your left knee. Left hand can stay behind you. On your next inhale, both hands come up overhead, inside and to the right. Right hand comes beside you. Maybe slide it away from your body, a little bend into that elbow. Keep that left hip down on the ground. One more big breath in, breathing into your rib basket. Inhale, come back through center and side bend to the left. Left hand to the floor beside you. Maybe slide it out, bend your elbow. Keep that right hip grounded as you reach your right hand over to the windows. Inhale, both hands come back up overhead and make your way to tabletop if that's coming over your knees, or rotating your legs off to the side. Find your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. And let's find some gentle movement and some cows and cats. On your inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone, cow. And on your exhale, push away the ground, drop your knees, drop your tailbone, arching your spine, cat pose. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, your tail, cow, shine your chest forward. And on your exhale, let's push away the ground, arch your spine. 2 to 3 more of these to the ebb and flow of your breath. Gentle awakening. Last round through. After that cat pose, find your neutral spine. Now let's tuck our toes, send our hips high, down dog. Pedal your feet out here for this first down dog. Find whatever movement is calling to your body. Just a couple pedaling of your knees, opening up the rivers, those nadis, running down the back of your legs. Find stillness if you're in that movement. Organizing your body, shine your fingers wide like the rays of the sun. A little bit more attention into your pointer finger and your thumb. Pushing a little bit further into that meat of your thumb. Helps activate your respiratory system, getting full breaths. Hips come high. Knees are relaxed, heels towards the ground. On your next inhale, bring your right leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Rotate your ankle around in one direction. Bend your knee, open up your hip, do a couple big hip circles here. Now return back to three-legged dog, squaring off your hips, and on your exhale, right foot comes through the lunge. Couple little pulses here, straightening and bending that right leg. Continuing that opening up of those nadis, traveling down the roots of your body. Now the next time that you find your right leg straight, keep it straight. Keep your hips in line with one another. Maybe you bring your blocks with you. Sorry, I mentioned that a minute ago. Just bring the ground closer to you. Relax your head down towards your shin, your knee, or your thigh. Another breath in and out. On your next inhale, bend back into your right knee. Drop down onto your left knee. Bring your blanket or fold your mat with you. Coming into Mcaninch, both hands up overhead. Getting into that hip flexor, the psoas on the left side. When the psoas is tight, it's connected to our diaphragm, so we can't breathe as fully. We can't take those big, full, complete breaths. On your next inhale, lift your gaze, lift your lower ribs, little back bend here if comfortable. And on your exhale, both hands come down to the ground. Maybe bring your blocks with you. Half splits pose, straighten that right leg. Keep your hips squared, toes come up off the ground. Hold this first one for 2 more rounds of breath. One more breath in. On your next inhale, flow back into Mcaninch. Both hands up overhead, bend that right knee. Inhale again at the top. And on your exhale, flow into half splits. Ardha Hanumanasana. Hands come down to the ground, straighten that right leg. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, hands up overhead. And exhale, half splits pose. Inhale, bend back into your low lunge. Both hands on either side of your right foot. Come off of your left knee. Right foot steps back for plank pose. Strong line from the crown of your head down towards your heels. Pull your belly button. One more inhale here, and on your exhale, drop down knees, chest, chin. Keep that curvature in your low spine and your neck. And on your inhale, slither your chest forward, go cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push back up through tabletop or plank. We'll make our way back to down dog this time. One more breath in. On your next inhale, left leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Rotate your ankle around. Bend your knee, open up your hip, do a couple big hip circles. And return back to three-legged dog. Square off your hips. And on your exhale, left foot comes through low lunge. Couple pulses here, straightening and bending that left knee. Continuing to open up this side. Okay, the next time that you find your left leg straight, keep it straight. Relax your head down towards your leg. Keep your hips squared. Push your left hip back, pull your right hip forward. On your next inhale, bend back into your left knee. Bring a blanket or fold your towel or your mat, Come down onto your right knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, both hands are overhead. Hold this first one for a few breaths, awakening that hip flexor and psoas. On your next inhale, lift your gaze, lift your low ribs towards the sky. And on your exhale, both hands come down to the ground, straighten your left leg, Ardha Hanukkasana on this side. Keep your hips square with one another, left hip pulls back, right forward. Toes flex back towards your knee. One more full round of breath here. And on your next inhale, come on back up into Anjaneyasana. Bend into that left knee, both hands up overhead. And on your exhale, both hands come down, half splits. We'll do two more of these. Inhale, lift your hands up to Anjaneyasana, bend in that knee. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. And exhale, Ardha Hanukkasana. Inhale, bend back into your left knee. Both hands on either side of your left foot. Come off of your right knee. Left foot steps back. Plank pose. Strong line from the crown of your head down towards your heels. Belly button pulled in. One more breath. And on your next exhale, drop down knees, chest, chin. Curvature in your spine and neck. Inhale, your chest comes forward, baby forward. And exhale, lower down. Push back up through tabletop or plank. Make your way back to down dog. Gonna do a few more breath to movement. Meditation of sorts, sun salutations. Do one more full round of breath here. Bottom of your next exhale, bring both feet towards the top of your mat. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, lift up, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing Urdhva hands up overhead. Gentle twist here on your exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale, both hands up overhead. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. Keep your hips square to the front of the room. Inhale, both hands up overhead. Now cactus your arms, open up your throat, open up your chest. Inhale, both hands up overhead. And exhale, swan dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. hands, both feet come back, plank pose. On your next exhale, drop down knees, chest or chin, or chaturanga in your practice. Go ahead and lower down. Inhale, lift up into cobra. Exhale, bring it back to down dog. Let's do 2 more of those connected with our breath and movement. Inhale and down dog. And on your exhale, bring your feet towards your hands. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to Urdhva Hastasana, hands up overhead. And on your exhale, swan dive forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, both feet come back, plank pose. Inhale and plank, and on your exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And on your exhale, send your hips high, make your way back to down dog. Full round of breath here. On your next exhale, bring your feet towards your hands once again, step off the flow, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, tall mountain pose, Urdhva Hastasana, and exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lift up, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, both feet go back, plank pose. And on your exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Now send your hips high. Good. On your next inhale, right leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. And on your exhale, right foot comes forward to a lunge. Keep your left hand down. On your inhale, right hand to the sky, twisting lunge. On your next exhale, bring your right hand back down to the ground. And now walk your hands to the middle of your mat, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Have your head hang heavy. Let your mind pour out. We'll be here about 3 more breaths. Now bring your hands underneath your face, lift up halfway. Begin to walk your hands back to the front of your mat, low lunge. Bend that right knee. Come onto the balls of your left foot, and on your inhale, lift on up into crescent lunge. If you find that yourself is a little wobbly, maybe heel toe your feet a little bit wider. Just widen your stance, beautiful. Shoulders are down and away from the ears. Turn your pinkies towards one another. It opens up the energy line through the back of your triceps and shoulders. Another inhale here, and on your exhale, fly your wings back, hinge forward. Inhale into crescent. And exhale, fly your wings back. Inhale into crescent. One more time on your exhale, fly your wings back. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, spend your left foot, warrior 2. Opening up to the windows, the plants, the fullness that they bring to us. Organizing your body, sitting into your space. Everyone looks great. Inhale your right hand forward, and on your exhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand up and back. Maybe your left hand come down your left leg or wraps around. Gaze up towards the sky or maybe down towards your left foot. Another breath in and out. Inhale, straighten your right leg. You're in reverse triangle now. And on your exhale, bring your hands parallel towards the ground. Preparing for Trikonasana, reach your right hand forward. When you're ready to tuck down to shin, ankle floater block. Straight legs, straight arms, straight spine. Try and be as flat as possible here. Pushing your hips forward, pulling your shoulders back. So sometimes it's just such a minute movement, you don't feel much. So you might already be there. On your next inhale, come back to warrior two. And on your exhale, cartwheel down. Bring your right hand for right foot. Step back, plank pose. Vinyasa through your left. Lower down. Exhale. Inhale will lift you up. Exhale back to down dog. These vinyasas are being totally optional. We'll always meet the down dog if you don't want to take it. You can take some of them, not all of them. Another big inhale and exhale here. Inhale your left foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. And on your exhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Keep your right hand on the ground. On your next inhale, left hand towards the sky, twisting lunge. Try and keep that left knee, your left hip behind your left knee. Sometimes the hip wants to pull out. One more breath in and out. Drop your left hand down to the ground and begin to walk both of your hands to the middle of your mat, wide-legged forward fold on this side. 3 full breaths here. Fill up your lungs. On your next inhale, bring your hands underneath your head. Begin to walk your hands back towards the front of your space. Come into low lunge. And on your inhale, come up into crescent. Stay on the ball of your right foot. If you find yourself a little weak and wobbly, heel toe your feet a little bit wider apart. Rotate your pinkies in towards one another. Shoulders are down away from your ears. Your shoulders and hips are squared to the front of the room. Beautiful. Another inhale here. And on your exhale, fly your wings back. Inhale. Inhale into crescent. Exhale, fly your wings back. Inhale into crescent. Last time, exhale, fly your wings back. Inhale into crescent. And exhale, pivot your right foot, warrior two. Finding your shape, finding your posture here. Strong bend in that left knee, either over your ankle or a little bit behind. Triceps hugging your arms. On your next inhale, left hand reaches forward. On your exhale, reverse your warrior. The goal is to just help emphasize the reach from your hips rather than your ribs or your shoulders. On your next inhale, straighten that left leg, reverse triangle. Bring your arms parallel back to the ground. Preparing for Trikonasana, left hand forward. When you're ready, tick-tock down to shin, ankle floater block. Both legs straight, spine straight, arms straight. Hips forward, shoulders back. One more breath in and out. Inhale into warrior two, bend that left knee. And on your exhale, cartwheel your hands down, frame your left foot. Step back to plank pose. Vinyasa through, light will meet you down dog. Great job. Now at the bottom of your next exhale, bring your feet towards your hands, Uttanasana. Inhale into chair, sink your hips back, weight in the back of your feet, hands up overhead. This is not comfortable for your shoulders. Come into Anjali Mudra, hands in front of your heart. One more breath and share. Now everyone bring their hands to Anjali Mudra in front of their heart. Let's twist to the right. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Take a quick peek, make sure that your knees are in line with one another. Your weight stayed in the back of your feet. One more breath in this twist. Inhale, come back through center. And on your exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Do a quick check-in with your knees just to make sure. Great job. Inhale back through center and chair. And on your exhale, Mcaninch, straighten both legs. Keep your right foot where it's at, left foot steps back, low lunge. Inhale up into crescent, both hands up overhead. And on your exhale, fly your knees back one time. Inhale into crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Open up to the side of the room. Inhale, reverse warrior, right hand up and over. Next, inhale, straighten that right leg, triangle. Now preparing for Trikonasana, both hands come parallel to the ground. Reach your right hand forward, take tuck down. One breath here. Inhale lifts you up into star. Face the plant window. Shine bright here. Take a moment here. Steady your breath. If you find it uneasy, close your eyes. Connect with that fullness, that radiance that is just beaming out of you. Now bring your hands up overhead, have them meet, and on your exhale, sink into goddess pose, toes out, heels in. Beautiful. On your next inhale, lift your right heel up off the ground. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, left heel up off the ground. Lower down. Inhale, both heels up off the ground. Great job. Lower down. Inhale, back to star. And make your way back to warrior two at the front of your mat. Bend into that right knee. Now find extended side angle. Right elbow to your right knee. Left arm reaches up and over. Now a little tricky challenge here. Bring your right hand up off of your right leg as if you're holding a beach ball. And on your next inhale, lift on up. Great job. Return back to warrior two. And on your exhale, lower down. Right foot steps back, plank pose. Sit down here if you like. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, lift you up. Exhale, back down. One more breath here. Steady your presence. At the bottom of your exhale, bring your feet towards your hands, Mcaninch, front of your space. Inhale, lift up into chair pose. Ground down into your right foot this time with your left ankle on top of right knee. For your one-legged chair. I offer bringing hands into Anjali Mudra at your heart center. Maybe bringing your forearms down to your shins. Or shin. Good job. Inhale, lift up from that hinge. Return your left foot down to the ground. Inhale, tall mountain pose. Exhale, your hands down beside you. Tadasana. Reconnect with your presence, reconnect with your breath. If you've lost it during the balance posture, balance teaches us a lot and it can take us elsewhere. So reconnect. Inhale back into chair. Sink your hips back, weighting back with your feet. Now ground down into your left foot. Right ankle comes on top of left knee. One-legged chair. Now bring your hands to Anjali Mudra. If you'd like to hinge forward, bring your forearms down to your shin. Maybe can you reach your hands down to the ground? Sorry, I didn't offer that earlier. That was an option for you. One more breath in this balance. Inhale, lift you up from the hinge. Right foot steps back to meet with left. Exhale, Uttanasana, hinge forward, holding both legs straight. Left foot stays where it's at, right foot steps back, low lunge. Inhale into crescent lunge, both hands up overhead. And on your exhale, fly your wings back one time. Inhale into crescent. Exhale, warrior two, pivot that right foot, 90-degree angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior, left arm up and back. Next inhale, reverse triangle, straighten that left leg. Now prepare for Trikonasana, bring your arms parallel to the ground. Reach your left hand forward when you're ready to talk on down, shin, eagle foot walk. Right hand open to the sky. Beautiful. On your next inhale, lift on up into star. Face the opposite window as this blue wall. Opposite windows, blue wall. Beautiful. One more moment. Close your eyes. Feel the wholeness. Feel the completeness within yourself during your practice. This is something that only you can provide for you. Nothing outside, no one outside can provide you this type of completeness and this wholeness. Now bring your hands together and overhead, and on your exhale, sink your hips, goddess pose in. Toes out, heels in. This time, bring your hands to your shins. Bring your left shoulder in, look over your right shoulder. Inhale back through center. Now dip your right shoulder, look over your left. Inhale back through goddess. Hands in front of the heart center. Now back to center. Sprouting, growing. Pivot your left toes, find warrior two again at the front of your mat and into that left knee. And now extend inside angle, left elbow down to your left knee. Right arm reaches up and over. One more breath here. Now if you'd like that extra core challenge, bring your left hand up above head. Hold for a breath. And on your inhale, lift on up. Beautiful. Come back through warrior two. And on your exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Come back through plank, vinyasa through if you like, and even down dog. One more down, or one more breath in this down dog. At the bottom of your next exhale, bring your feet towards your hands once again, Uttanasana. This time, let's bring our hands behind your back, coming into a shoulder stretch. Interlace your fingers, and comfortable for your shoulders. Lift your hands up away from your low back. Head hangs heavy, gaze is either with your eyes closed or towards the back of your space. So your head hangs heavy. Now I offer standing splits from here. It can be kind of challenging with your hands up above head. But ground down into your right foot. If you'd like to take this challenge, and slowly begin to lift your left leg up. You don't want to take the clasped hand challenge. Just release your hands, bring them back down into the ground in front of you. Maybe you bring your blocks with you to bring ground closer. Ground down into that right foot. And then using your hamstring and your glute, lift your left leg up back behind you. Try and keep your hips square. Head is heavy. Gaze towards the back of your space. On your next exhale, come into warrior one. Drop your left foot back behind you at a 45-degree angle. Bend into your right knee, and on your inhale, come on up. Grounding down into both feet. Both of your legs are lifting you towards the sky. Grounded yet growing. All right. Now bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, opening up your chest, opening up your throat. Look up towards the sky to include your throat. And on your exhale, hinge forward, humble warrior. Right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. Maybe your hands come up behind you again. Don't have to, just an option. One more breath in and out. Now release your hands if they're behind your back. Return them back to the ground on either side of your right foot. Come up onto the ball of your left foot. And then heel toe your right foot over to the left, coming into pigeon pose. If this is an uncomfortable pigeon option for you, come out onto your back and final figure four. With your right knee by your right wrist, right toes by your left wrist. Hands on the ground underneath your shoulders. Look up before you fall down. And on your exhale, hinge forward. We'll be here about 5 breaths. Maybe take this moment to kind of evaluate how your inner world is. Maybe you notice if your inner critic has been comparing or judging or maybe telling you something that goes against the grain of what this mantra is telling us. Gently return to this mantra, let it remind you that nothing outside of you can add to your inherent worth, and nothing that happens to you can take it away. You are already determined. Now bring your hands underneath your shoulders, lift on up. Tuck your left toes. Return back to three-legged dog. Let right leg high to the sky. Open up your hip, bend your knee. Now return back to down dog. Right leg comes down to the ground. At the bottom of your next exhale, bring your feet towards your hands. Once again, Uttanasana. I offer the shoulder stretch again on this side. We're going to come into that standing splits option. So if you'd like to clasp your hands behind your back to lift them up for the shoulder stretch. Turn down into your left foot. Begin to pick up your right. If you don't want to have your hands clasped, you turn your hands down to the ground or to the blocks in front of you. Still grounding down into your left foot. Lift your right leg up back. And back it up. Great job. One more breath in. And out. On your next exhale, flying warrior one. Bend into that left knee. Right foot comes down at a 45-degree angle. Inhale lifts you up. Keep your hips and shoulders squared to the front of the room. Both hands up overhead. Another full breath here. Now clasp your hands behind your back. Open up your heart. Lift your gaze to open up your throat. And on your exhale, then hinge forward. Bring shoulder to left knee. Take your hands, lift up back behind you. Now release your hands if they're behind your back. Bring them down to the ground in front of your left foot. Coming into pigeon now. Heel toe your left foot over to the right side of your space. Left knee behind left wrist. Stretch that right leg long behind you. Before you settle down, go into the Sadhguru Sutra that says, open up your heart, open up your throat, and then hinge forward. While on this side, let every inhale be a remembrance of your wholeness. And let every exhale release the belief that you must earn your worth. I am already whole. about becoming worthy. It's about remembering who I've always been. So do one more breath here. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift on up. Tuck your toes. Return to three-legged dog. Left leg high to the sky. Open up your hip. Bend your knee. Now return back to down dog. Left foot comes down to the ground. Come down onto your knees. Spread your knees wide, hips towards your heels, child's pose. Stretching the fullness of your sacrum on this posture. Just did one long hold on each side, right and left, and pigeon. Knee in the middle with this child's pose. One more breath in child's pose. Let your next inhale lift you up into tabletop. Bring your knees about hip width apart. Now let's come to kneeling. We'll find camel pose. Like I said, knees about hip width apart. You can tuck your toes if you like, brings the ground closer. Hands behind your hips, elbows pointing back behind you. I like to use my hands as accountability to keep my hips over my knees. And lift your gaze towards the ceiling. And then begin to trace your gaze as far back as you can behind you. You can stay just like this. Or if you want to get your arms involved. On your next inhale, left arm up towards the sky. And then the rainbows down. Find your left hand to your left heel. Entering into our temple through love. This left side. On your next inhale, right hand up towards the sky. The rainbows down to find your right heel. The right side is the wisdom side. Let's do one full breath together. And out. Bring your hands to the back, back to your hips. And slowly retrace your gaze over the ceiling to come out. Bring your hips to your heels. Keep your shoulders over your hips. Close your eyes. Just feel the sensations of that expansionness. The fullness. The anatomy teacher in this 300-hour program, the book we're reading, they call it a rib basket rather than a cage. A cage kind of implies that you're a little bit more restricted in what it's holding. Almost like what it's holding is trapped in. I really liked the analogy of the rib basket as everything is interwoven, but what's being held seems to be more held with support, less resistance than what I imagine as a cage. Now let's come on to our bum. Let's have our legs come out long in front of us. Coming into Dandasana, really begin to reach through your feet from your groin. So the inner part of your feet have a reach towards the front of the room. Your shoulders are going to be up over your hips. Try to line your ears with your shoulders. Sometimes that feels like your head is pulling a little bit further back. Straight lines of energy here. Now on our next inhale, let's lift our arms high towards the sky. And on the exhale, hinge forward. Relax your head down towards your knees. One more breath in this forward. Inhale, lift you up. Now let's come into half Lord of the Fishes. A couple options for this. Let's start with our left leg on the bottom. So our left leg can be straight or it can be bent in, so your left foot is by your bum. Depends on how comfortable your knee is for this. And then the right leg is going to come up and over if your left knee is bent. If your left leg is straight, your right leg can come into the inside of the left or the outside. Options for you. And now inhale your left arm up towards the sky, lengthen this side. And on your exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow to the outside of your right knee, right hand kickstands behind you. And you even hug your right thigh if that's more comfortable. Now let's use our breath to see if we can deepen deeper. Your inhale, lengthen your spine, maybe come out of the twist just a smidge. And on your exhale, using your core, see if you can twist any deeper as you make room through that exhale. One more breath like this. Now release from the twist. And we'll find double pigeon. So bend your left knee if you had it straight, don't have it straight. And so left leg will be parallel to the front of your mat. And then right foot will, you're going to mirror your shins. So right shin will be parallel on top of left shin. It's a little tricky, huh? Okay. Alrighty. And so from here, to deepen into this stretch, sometimes this is just enough for folks. But you can lift your arms and hinge forward. We always lift our arms to lengthen our spine before we hinge forward. We won't be here for long. One more breath. On your next inhale, have that lift yawn up. Beautiful. We'll come into half forward fishes on the other side. Bend your right knee so your right foot is up by your bum, or have it straight. Left knee comes up and over that right knee. Once you find that shape, let's lift our right arm up towards the sky, lengthen that right side, and on your exhale, twist. Hug that right elbow to your left knee. Gaze over your left shoulder. See if we can even get into this side any deeper. On your next inhale, come out of the twist just a little bit, lengthen your spine. And on your exhale, as you make room in your rib basket, see if you can make that twist any deeper. One more breath. Inhale, let's release you from the twist. Now let's find fire log or double pigeon on this side. Just stretch that right leg a little bit further out so your shin is parallel to the front of the mat. Just scoot your left ankle on top of that right knee. Shins will be near parallel. And it's okay if that knee is all the way up towards your chest. I promise. You're getting into the nook and cranny. And if you'd like that hinge, before you hinge forward, lift your arms to the sky. And then on your exhale, come on. On your next inhale, lift yon up out of that fold. Bend your knees to the sky, hands behind you. Just gently windshield wiper your legs. Slowly from side to side. Maybe even rolling onto the hips and find a juicy spot, giving it a little bit more tension if you like. Now let's find stillness. Keep your knees towards the sky. And with intention, slowly come down onto your back. Maybe imagine that there's ropes in front of you. Scooch up towards the top of your mat if you need, so your spine comes down onto the length of your rib. Now that once we're on our spine, readjust your feet to make sure that they're up towards your bum, arms parallel towards the ground, palms facing down. We're going to come into 3 rolling bridges. So on your inhale, stay on the ground. And on your exhale, lift your hips up off the ground, come onto your shoulders. Inhale on your shoulders, and on your exhale, lower down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, lift your hips up, come onto your shoulders. Inhale on your shoulders, and on your exhale, lower down. Inhale at the bottom, and on your exhale, lift your hips. This time, stay on your shoulders. Maybe walk your shoulders one in towards one another. Clasp your hands underneath your hips. Maybe see if you can lift your hips any higher. Pull your chin away from your chest. The nadi that runs from your heart to your mind, your throat chakra, expression center. Keep that river flowing, don't let anything dam it. One more breath in and out. You got this. Release the clasp of your hands, walk your shoulder blades out, and on your exhale, lower down. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug and squeeze in here. Keep your right knee in, left leg long towards the sky, and slowly lower that down to the ground. Open up your right hip so your right knee comes towards your armpit, the outside of your right chest. Another moment of this gentle compression. When you release it, all that nourishing blood flow will come back. Help keep your hips healthy. Now, gentle release from that compression. Bring your right leg across your body for a supine twist. Maybe scoot your hips a little towards the right. So you can make that twist a little deeper into the left. Gaze over your right shoulder. And keep your right shoulder on the ground. One more breath in this twist. Now return back to your spine. Bring both knees into your chest again. Keep your left knee in this time. Right leg comes onto the sky and slowly lower that down. Rotate your left hip so your left knee is open towards your armpit and the outer part of your chest. Treating this hip equally with this gentle, tight compression. Gentle release from that compression and bring your left leg over across your body. Supine twist to the right. Both shoulders down. And gaze over your left shoulder. On your next inhale, roll back towards your spine. Both knees into your chest once again. Now have your both legs come long. A few breaths with legs up the wall here. And you bring your hands underneath your hips, tap your thumbs, and your fingers touch. Gently settle down into nooks and crannies. Flush its way back down the base. Meet the lymph nodes that meet at the hinges of our hips, legs, help flush and circulate what no longer serves us. Our body digests all sorts of things. If there's any other posture calling to you, please go ahead and find it. We're making our way to Shavasana. to take up space. If anybody would like a bolster or another blanket, I'll be happy to get that for you. There is fullness within. There is fullness without. From fullness comes fullness. From my depths, the fullness arises. Begin to bring some movement back to your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Gentle rotation of your wrists and your ankles. Give yourself a full body stretch, your arms long overhead. When you're ready, roll to one of your sides. You are whole. You are complete. You are enough. You're ready, come back to a gentle seat. Please keep your eyes closed a moment longer. Hands come to Anjali Mudra in front of your heart center. I'd like to close practice with a round of Om. Let's take a collective inhale together. And an exhale. Inhale for Om. The light in me sees and honors the light of all of you beautiful yogis in this world. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you for being here.
I was wondering the other day how it takes kidney plants. Do they still just have like trees?